Hello, Munch here. Welcome to another episode of the FM West Ham Save, aka Getting Hammered. Today we have big games against Chelsea and probably Feyenoord away. I don't think we're going to have time to fit in the Everton game. It depends on how the games go. If they're boring as hell, we might have a triple header. If not, we shall see. As you can see, recent fixtures have been alright since our last episode where we beat Wolves 3-1 in the FA Cup and then we also beat Watford 5-1 away in the Premier League. We followed that with a 3-2 win at home to Leicester, Lanzini, De Ligt and Moise Kean all getting on the score sheet. And then we had a 3-3 draw away at Tottenham, which is actually brilliant. We were 3-1 down with only 10 minutes to go before Kenneth Brenner and Moise Kean got us two equalising goals. We basically went two up top and we hammered it down there. We actually started the game in a 4-1-2-3 formation. The old 4-3-3 with the holding midfielder did not work. We then actually unfortunately lost to City 2-1 away in the FA Cup. They pretty much bossed the game really. Actually it was a little bit more even than I thought. We were okay but not brilliant. Brenner getting yet another goal to add to his collection. 21 so far this season. He was also on the score sheet in the 3-1 win at home to Stoke, which is the last game before the Chelsea. So, where does that leave us in the league? It leaves us second, still only 2 points behind Manchester United. City have a game in hand and are 1 point behind. So we're really making a good fist of it. But Chelsea have come right back into it now. They are only 3 points behind us in the league. So today could go a long way to deciding the order of the top four. It actually almost looks like we've secured it, to be fair. We have 14 games left to go and we are 11 points ahead of Arsenal. I'd like to think that we're not going to let it slip from here. Hashtag bottle job. Look at these here. Fiat Arp is leading the way in terms of goal score, but average rating, Fiat Arp and Kenneth Brenner have both, well, they're the top two in the league. Kenneth Brenner also top in assists. Player of the match is Fiat Arp. He's got the most. And actually, Fiat Arp is probably one of the reasons why our form has sort of dipped recently. He's actually just come back from a 3-week injury. I believe it was a twisted ankle. He's going to be back in 1 to 4 days. I think I might risk him today against Chelsea. It's a must-win game if we're going to have any aspirations of winning the title. The other big news to tell you is that Mitchell Weiser has finally gone. He's made a £16 million move to Wolfsburg, where he's now rated at £30 million, where he wasn't before. He just wasn't happy with the lack of game time. Johnny's come in. Johnny's also unhappy because apparently Manchester United are... well, they're courting him at the moment. I've said to him that I'll sell him as long as a bid of £30 million comes in. So if that comes in, I'll sell him off. But that doesn't mean that we haven't signed a replacement. I'm prepared for these things. We've actually made two signings. The first of which is Pione Sisto from Paris Saint-Germain. A very good player. Only 3-star, but a good backup for the right wing position. He's got rapid pace. A good technical ability. Maybe lacking a little bit in the mentals, but... like I said, I don't know how bigger a part he's going to play. The other man we brought in is Kenny Tete, or Tet, I think. I don't know how you pronounce it. From Lyon. Dutch right back. Very good. 9 pros, 0 cons. Very solid, accurate player, as you can see here from his stats. Very well rounded. And maybe going to challenge Johnny for the top right back position. It's good. You know, if Johnny goes, we have a ready-made first team replacement in waiting. I want to keep this recycling of the players going. If people are going to get upset because I've got a very settled first team, it's just the way it is. If people aren't prepared to wait around and wait for their chance and take it, and so be it. I can't say people out of the team are informed just because someone's not happy. It's not the right way to do it. So what I think we're going to do is we're actually not going to start up. I think in some ways it's better to not win this game, but have him for the rest of the season than try and win this game, maybe not win it and lose him for an extended period of time. He's so crucial to the way that we play. Brenner and Moise Kean seem to be striking up a pretty nice partnership up front as it is anyway, so maybe it's not lost. And we can always bring Arp on. Pione Sisto is on the bench. Kenny Tet is currently out injured, unfortunately. I don't know. Yeah, for about 3 weeks, so that's not brilliant. He's going to wait a little while to make his debut. Other than that, it's the usual team. So you've got Herodek in goal, Lenglet, who now seems to have overtaken Aaron Cresswell as our left back, De Ligt, Oxford and Johnny in the defence, with Drinkwater and Miller in the centre of the park, Hazard, Lanzini on the wings, with Keane and Kenneth Brenner up front. Make no mistake, this is a massive game for us if we'd have any aspirations of winning the title. I think it's come a little bit too early, but we're not too sure. A little sub-story there. So you'll remember in the last episode I was looking at Orbelin Pineda to come in as our centre mid. We had a contract, he accepted it, but overall, then he went off and basically chose to go to Chelsea over us, which I found a little bit insulting. Hard tackling right there. We've actually not got a bad record against Chelsea in the game, to be fair. It's pretty even Steven so far. As Matthias De Ligt is also going to make his 100th appearance for West Ham. That's how deep we are into the save and what a crucial player he's been for us as we kick off. Come on, boys. Aspi knocks it down to Eden Hazard, and this is dangerous for the first highlight of the game. I can't really have Hazard Outdoing me here as Semedo looks to go around longer that, but he hasn't. He's knocked it back to Pedro, he knocks it to Pineda. Go on, get at him. Go on, Jim, have him. Pineda plays an annoyingly good ball to the Mar, but Johnny does well to cut that out. Now this is where we are absolutely lethal at the moment. It's on the break as Moise Keane doesn't get past Zuma, but it has fallen to Thorgan Hazard. What can he do with it? He plays a nice ball back inside to Keane. Come on, Keane, pick that pass. It's a poor ball, and Azpilicueta has knocked it off, and now Chelsea are on the break as the Mar advances on our defence. Great play by Johnny. Well done, lad. Good man. He's actually played quite well, even though United are courting him. It's nice to see that he's kind of kept his head where it needs to be. As Keane plays it to Brenner. Now, come on. This is where the magic happens. When Kenneth Brenner gets on the ball, as long as he doesn't shoot, I'll be happy. He is the assist king at the moment as he makes his way to the byline, knocks it in. Keane! Oh, get in! It's 1-0. Come on! Kenneth Brenner. Unbelievable. He gets goals, he gets assists, and that's brilliant. Him and Keane... Maybe Arp's got something to watch out for here. Moise Keane has suddenly stepped up and becoming the kind of player I wanted him to be at the start of the season. He's not really cut it so far. He's listed as a wonder kid, so obviously the potential is there. Maybe I've just not been playing him in his right position. Maybe he is better up front. I don't know, but he scored again, and that is a big, big goal. Big goal. We're usually quite good when we get in front, but there is another highlight here as the Mar drifts the ball into Kurt Zuma, who's got all the time in the world. Superb tackle from Longlet. Clear that out, my man. And he has. Now, can we get on the counter? It's fallen to Keane. He's got the pace to trouble them. Shift it inside. Go on. Brilliant ball out wide to Lanzini. The counter is on. We're flooding forward here. Johnny's gone down the wing. Come on, Johnny. Make this a good ball. We've got two at the back post. If he whips it in properly, he has Keane. He's at the ball. Oh, Moise Keane. It's 2. Oh, what a goal. What a counter-attack. This is easy. I'm going to have some tea over that. That is magic. A lovely ball down from Lanzini. Johnny picks the ball up. It's a brilliant cross, and Keane just has the run on Zuma. He has no chance. 2-0 to the Hammers. It's a fortress, the London Stadium. A fortress. This is a really good start from us here. If we can just keep the tempo up and keep it going, maybe get a third, put it to bed. I say put it to bed. We still might not win. We're still a bit leaky at the back. But you can't help but think that Chelsea are a bit on the ropes at the moment as Lanzini plays into Kenneth Brenner. They can't handle us. It's Keane for a hat-trick. He's got to finish. Oh my god. Oh my god. Moise Keane with a 20-minute hat-trick. Hashtag scenes, to quote one of my favourite YouTubers. Unbelievable. It was brilliant play from Lanzini down the wing. Brenner again with the assist. That pass, the composure from Keane. He's absolutely tearing Chelsea apart. It's 3-0, 20 minutes in. We can't concede before half time as Chelsea at the ball in. Kante. How have we let N'Golo Kante win a header? How have we let N'Golo Kante win a header here? It was a good ball in from the Mar. I'm sorry, but Kante should not be winning a header there. No one marking from the corner. Poor. And that's a little bit disappointing just before the half-time whistle. Safe to say, it's just been a counter-attacking masterclass from us at the moment. It's hard to think what subs to do, really, because the team's playing quite well, so I really don't want to sacrifice too many, but I am going to bring on Marky Noble. He's going to play in the deep line playmaker. We're going to move Danny Drinkwater out to the Mazzala position. He prefers it to Noble, so it makes more sense. Look at that for the front two. Kenneth Brenner playing at a 9 with 2 assists, and Moise Keane playing at a 9.5. Unbelievable. I think it's time we saw a bit of Pio and Sisto as well. Lanzini is going to come off. Sisto is going to come on. Show me what you've got, big boy. Excuse me. Oh, hello. Fabregas now on the ball, plays it out to Morata. Now, if he gets to 3-2, I'm going to start getting a bit worried. As Lamar knocks it back to Pineda, and that's a good ball down the wing to Azpilicueta. Oh, please don't bottle it from 3-0 up. Yeah, we've headed out Pineda, not him, please. Pedro. Hashtag bottle job. Okay. Okay. Trouble. It's 3-2. We just can't keep people out at the moment, annoyingly. Azpilicueta didn't in a good ball. 3 of my defenders have gone to the same one. And Pedro's hit into the far corner. Right, okay. Let's just hang on a second. Hang on. Right, Hazard's going to come off. Oliveira is going to come on. And we are going to fall back into our... We're going to fall back into our old 4-2-3-1. It's time to shut up shop. please just let this be for a chance for us. If it goes in, brilliant. If it goes wide, brilliant. I don't care. Just don't let it be a chance for Chelsea. As Oliveira pisses about with it, De Ligt just knocks it forward nonchalantly. Sisto's got on the ball. Sisto, this is your time. Oh, beyond Sisto, yes! Boom! Absolute scenes. His first goal for West Ham, and he's absolutely... Is that Azpilicueta? He is just done Cesar Azpilicueta completely here. Brilliant ball over the top from De Ligt. It was a nothing ball. What is Azpilicueta doing here? What is he doing there? He's got his back to the ball. Is he even looking? We look for Brenner. It doesn't matter. Pineda, he must be wishing he was signed for the Hammers now. And that is it. A 4-2 win in the London Derby. And it means so much more due to the positions of the teams. That might be top 4 secure. It leaves us 2 points behind United. City dropped points. I believe that they lost. They lost to Leicester. A Jamie Vardy hat-trick. You absolute legend, Jamie. 33. He's still got 16 pace. 16 acceleration to 17 pace. Way to keep yourself in shape, Jamie. West Ham take the spoils in ding-dong battle. Ding-dong, indeed. It's not a phrase you hear often much, is it, ding-dong? I always used to love that ding-dong. Milner's out for 7 days after that injury. Keane leaves fans purring after a sensational display. I'm going to praise him as well and say you were superb in front of goal. He loves it. I love it. We all love it. Wenger was watching all the French players. They don't care about Arsene. He's, last decade's news. This is the Munch era. Considering how entertaining that Chelsea game was, we are only going to have time for the final game, so I will keep you posted on the Everton one, but the final game is kind of more important at the moment because it's the Europa League and I really want to win that trophy, so I shall see you in Holland. Not literally, in-game. Well, viewers, you join us at the end of the Everton game, and it's probably just as well that I haven't shown it to you because we're 5-2 down. No reason why, just apparently Vincent Janssen is the best player in world football. Oh, good, it could be 6. We've just given away a penalty in the last minute because that was required. Well done. Good. This is absolute nonsense. Vincent Janssen is an awful footballer. As Gylfi Sigurdsson takes the pen. Oh, well done, Haradecky. Well, I was going to say you kept it respectable. It's 5-2. It's 5-2 away at Everton. Brennan got 2 goals. Janssen got a hat-trick. Martin Noble played at 6.2. I pulled Aaron Cresswell off on, I think it was 38 minutes because I just had enough of him. I'm not going to the press conference. I don't want to talk to anyone. Aaron Cresswell is not playing again. All that good work against Chelsea completely undone by some bollocks defending. I'll see you in Holland. So here we are on the day of the first leg. I don't know if to change formation or not because maybe away from home this formation is just not quite at it. Sisto didn't do anything wrong in that game. He got an assist, but I've got to put him on the bench. I really want to sub off the 2 central defenders because they were gash in that game. Oh yeah, sorry. Before I forget, Aaron Cresswell isn't playing. He's not starting for me again. Honestly, I'm fuming at Cresswell. But hopefully we can come away with a good, away goals. That's all I'm hoping for. And then we come back, keep it close away from home, and then we pump them at home. The away form. I thought we had sorted it with this formation. We just seem to overload teams, but I'm going to get aggressive, so I'm expecting to see a much better performance tonight. I don't really recognise many of their team, I won't lie. I know Lamine Kone, I know Fabio Contrao. The rest of them are all a little bit of a mystery to me. What's Nicholas Kuhn like? Okay, if that's what we have to worry about, we should win this game in comparison to Brenner and Art. I'm literally stunned after the game. I'm not for 6 or for 5. Literally nothing has happened in this game. This is probably the highlight where Danny Drinkwater gets sent off. And Haradecky knocks the ball up to Brenner and he's not got it. Gone up, on you go. Past the keeper, 1-0. A mistake has given us the lead away in Holland. Got in. Fiat up, back in the lineup, back amongst the goals. It didn't take him long. His 20 for the season. Him and Brenner reunited again. Thank God. Lovely bit of zoom from the camera there as it went down on Haradecky. Oh, excuse me. What is that header from Contrao? He should know better, and Arp just chips it into the back of the net. A lovely finish from Fiat. We are back in business. Now, no more crap conceding. Kuhn. I mean, come on. I don't know if we're just... Maybe it's because we're so young, we're just not streetwise yet. I don't know. That's a knocked it into Botus here. It's a nice ball from Anshabar. Looks like offside to me, but Hey ho, what of it? It doesn't matter. The rules do not apply. I thought this year we'd be more equipped in Europe because we can score. Do you know what I mean? Like we're really high scorers, but it doesn't matter if you're conceding. You know, if you concede two, that's the worst shot ever. If you're conceding 2 or 3 a game or 6, then you're not going to win many games. And our defence was so good Well, I say so good. It tightened up a bit recently, and now it's just gone back to pot. How can we beat Chelsea 4-2, Champions League chasing, title winning Chelsea, and then go and lose 5-2 to Everton and struggle against Feyenoord? We're on the counter. Brenner, play that to Arp. That's the one. This has got a goal written all over it. If the two boys connect, Brenner, yeah! It was a terrible first finish, but he's made up for it on the second. It's 2 away goals. It was lovely interplay between the two of them. They know where the other one's going to be. Arp did well to dawdle on the ball. Brenner burst through with his pace. The first one was a poor finish. And is that Brad Jones, actually? That might be Brad Jones. Tell a lie at the start. I should have recognised that is Brad. Ex-Liverpool legend. Tell him, you played well, but room for improvement. We're really lucky to be 1-up. We're really lucky to be ahead. We've been so poor. I'm happy if we get away with this with a 2-1. I'll be absolutely delighted because at this rate we don't really deserve it. But Hazard whips a corner in. Dillette knocks it over. Is Oxford going to get there? Reece. Oh, he's just bundled it over. Scrappy goals, really, really lucky goals. But we're 3-1 up, and you'd like to think that is probably tie over. If we take him back to our place, give them a good hiding on a road to nothing. But this is what I mean. Hopefully we're just going to outscore teams and get so many away goals. That's the only way. Time's ticking away and we have yet another highlight here with Noble. We've just brought on there. Nice ball in from Longlet. We can Lanzini get there ahead of Fabio Contrario. Seems to have the beating of him. He's taking it a long way back there. He's playing a nice ball into Johnny though. If Johnny picks the ball out here, it could be good. A little bit long to Hazard. Hazard whips it in. Johnny. Hit it, Johnny. Oh, Johnny! Yes! Good lad. He's given us some protection for in the scoreline now for the second leg. That's his first goal for West Ham as well. Well done, that man. I really don't want him to go to United. He's a really good player and he's been a really solid signing. For all the troubles that we're having in the middle of the defence at the moment, he's been pretty solid in terms of ratings throughout the season, and that's a really good finish. And that is tie over now. I'll put my name against that. It is tie over. 30 seconds left on the clock. It's been a very, in the end, comfortable performance from us away from home. The goal quality, not brilliant, but it's 4 goals away from home. It gives me a chance probably to rest up the lineup, and then we have the United game straight after the home leg of the final one. That will be in the next episode. So as you know, next episode is going to be the home leg to Feyenoord. I think we put ourselves in a very strong position. I'd be very disappointed if we did go out from being 4-1 up. It means I can pretty much put the second string out for that game. And then we have the big game away at Man United. That defeat to Everton has left us now 5 points behind them. So really the title is sort of gone. I think if we get beaten by United, that will probably put the nail in the title chase and coffin. But we can hope, we have turned up against some of the big teams occasionally. A draw would keep us in it, but it is what it is. We shall see. Thank you very much for watching the episode. Sorry for being a bit more down in the final game. The Everton game really kind of just knocked me out of the park. I was not expecting that. It was a real shock to the system. Let me know what you think where I'm going slightly wrong. Maybe my tactics are too offensive away from home. I'm not too sure. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe. And until I see you again for that big title clash with United, stay cool.